Hello, guys. Welcome, everybody, to Purple Ace Podcast. I am your host who bleeds purple and gold, Isaac here. Vikings, they narrowly squeak off a victory. They escaped the Cleveland Browns in London, 21-17. This game was this was very ugly. All the drama expected going up a previously 1-3 Cleveland Browns, now 1-4. I mean, this is not this team. This is the most Vikings way to win. If you're a Vikings fan, I mean, you're most likely, more than likely, more oftentimes than not, gonna stress out over the fourth quarter. And the Vikings, of course, did exactly that. But no matter how it's done, I guess, you'll take this win as opposed to being 2-3. I mean, to losing to Cleveland, it's just too much of a hole to dig yourself out of, considering who they're going up against next after the bye week. So you'll take this win and going 3-2. It was a close game, but you know what? I will take the win over the loss. So mainly the murky part about the offense was the Vikings shooting themselves in the foot. Turnovers. The Vikings had, I believe, 2 fumbles, one by Xavier Scott and I believe one by CJ Ham on the opening. CJ Ham on the opening possession fumbled the football, gave the Cleveland Browns favorable field position to score a touchdown. Now the offense did respond with a touchdown of their own, but still, you turn the ball over, can't be doing that. And I'm surprised CJ Ham's return can't do that. Xavier Scott fumbled the football. So basically they lost the turnover battle 2-0 to Cleveland. And the penalties, the Vikings struggled with penalties. They had 39 penalties, add 7 more to that. And the Vikings and they also missed a field goal. Basically in the red zone, they missed a field goal, unlike him. 3 of 9 on third down attempts by the Vikings offense. So it was a mixture of bad play calling by Kevin O'Connell, but I feel like he did just enough to win. So I mean if you win, then I guess there's no harm done. So okay, the offense was a bit murky, but they got the job done and they did what they had to do. Carson Wentz, not a perfect game by him. 25 of 34, 236 yards, and a touchdown. And so, I mean, Carson Wentz didn't turn the ball over, so that was good to see. And, I mean, I still stand by. And that last touchdown, he locked in on that last drive. He was locked all the way in. So, good for Carson Wentz to get his second win as a backup. I mean, to win 2 out of your last 3 games with your starting quarterback going down is not bad. That's pretty good. You'll take that any day of the week. So Carson Wentz did a good job to win. Cam Akers with a nice trick play with a nice touchdown pass to Josh Oliver to respond after the Vikings fumbled the ball to Cleveland. Then Cam Akers responded with a very nice, and also, I mean, which was a good time, in my opinion, to call that play by Kevin O'Connell. So, because they were caught off guard. So, Cam Akers, that was a good one. That was good. And so, and I feel like the MVP for this game is got to be Justin Jefferson. He is the biggest difference as to why the Vikings are 3-2 as opposed to 2-3 is Justin Jefferson. 7 catches, 123 yards. Sure, he didn't have a touchdown, but the momentum that he gave the Minnesota Vikings in the fourth quarter and throughout most of this game, I mean, he's the best. He's the best of the best for a good reason, and this completely showed why exactly he is the best receiver ever. Like, even when the Vikings didn't score on And even when the Vikings missed the field goal, he led the Vikings down the field, gave them opportunities. And so, I mean, Justin Jefferson, I mean, man, he played lights out. I mean, he's the best without question. Justin Jefferson, good for you, my man. And Jordan Addison, I mean, it was kind of mysterious as to why. I mean, I didn't see it, but I don't know why he was benched for first quarter, but he made the plays that he needed to. He was 5 for 41, a touchdown. The stats aren't sexy, but that touchdown was incredible. A good ball by Carson Wentz and a beautiful catch by Jordan Addison. And those two, and Jordan Addison, also the reason you won. Like, let's be for real. Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison are the best wide receiver tandems out there. And we are not worthy of having these two. And it's even better than Adam Thielen and Stephon Diggs, to be honest with you. It's even better than them. I'm going to be honest with you right now. The offensive line, not bad. Considering who they were going up against, because the Cleveland Browns have a good 7 front. And the O-line was massacred with injuries. You had 2 starters and 3 backups out there. They held their own, honestly. Justin Skule, I mean, he got off to a good start, but then as the game went on, he kind of got beat badly. Will Fries played better than what he did. Christian Darrisaw, no surprise, he went all the way off. And Joe Huber was okay. He was okay. And I would say the unsung hero was Blake Brandel. I mean, at center, he didn't give up any pressure. He didn't commit penalties. He didn't have any bad snaps at all. Blake Brandel was the unsung hero for this offense as far as blocking wise. I mean, maybe this is a long-term. I was skeptical with switching Blake Brandel from a guard to center. Maybe this is his natural position to fill in for Ryan Kelly, you know. Maybe that is what it is. I know it's a bit early, but I mean, Blake Brandel and how he handled the interior defensive lineman of the Browns, you'll take this. I mean, Blake Brandel was the unsung hero for this game. He was phenomenal. And the offensive line as a whole, they improved pretty well. And I still hope they can get healthy to where they can be better. So, I mean, good work by Blake Brandel. I mean, the defensive side of the football, I mean, for the most part was pretty decent. I mean, they didn't turn the ball over, no, and honestly though, the only gripe is the run game. My goodness, it was Swiss cheese. 140 rushing yards allowed to Cleveland. Most of the damage being done by Judkins, who had 110. So, I mean, and the Browns were 3 of 3 on their 4th down attempts. So, gotta clean up. That's the only thing that I am concerned about this defense is the run game. The interior defensive line, starters, non-existent. I mean, the edge rushers did make some plays, but the edge containment was pretty poor. So, I mean, but I will give them credit. The 3rd down defense, though, by Brian Flores was pretty good. They allowed 3 of 15 of their third down attempts. Worse than the Vikings. Anyways, so you'll take that any of the day. And I think the biggest heroes in this is the backups behind Javon Hargrave and Jonathan Allen. Tyrion Ingram-Dawkins had a sack. He's been making plays the limited snaps he has. My most impressive was Levi Drake Rodriguez. Dude, I feel like, I don't know if this is too early to say it, but he was the best run stopper out of the 7 front in out there. He had six tackles. He had half of those were tackle TFLs. Levi Drake Rodriguez is a dog out there. So, I mean, you might want to keep him as along with Jalen Redmond, who had a very nice game. Ivan Pace Jr. had a sack. I mean, he did have a decent game overall, but I still stand by what I said about Ivan Pace. He needs to be benched until he improves. So for right now, Eric Wilson and Ivan Pace Jr., they need to be, I'm sorry, Blake Cashman and Eric Wilson need to be the starters once Cashman is healthy. So I still stand by that. And speaking of Eric Wilson, he had 9 tackles. He had a pretty solid day overall. He didn't make any like big flashy plays, but made some plays overall. Ryan Wright, another punter who booted a heck of a punt down at their own, I believe, I want to say like 18 or 20 yard line. Booted a heck of a punt down to Cleveland's 2, a 70 plus yard punt to down at Cleveland's own 2. That was impressive. That was really, really impressive by Ryan Wright. So, was not pretty for the most part. Sure, they should have blown this team out, but I will say it is better than losing to Cleveland, considering the schedule that's coming up after the bye week. So the Vikings, hopefully they get healthy and hopefully they can adjust a few things. They still got some issues, but you know what? A win is still a win, and I'm still glad to see that. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Skol Vikings.